Yo, hello, how's everybody? We back. We back. Hope everyone's doing well. My bot hasn't showed up. Am I even live? Can anyone see me? I can see me. It's fine. We're good. Hi, everybody. Hey. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm a bit stressed. Lots of stuff piling up. But yeah. Dove into code today. Avoiding everything. Yo, what's up, Tone? How are you? What are you up to today? Doing anything cool? I feel like if you like code, what I'm doing is if you don't, boring. Anyway, I do want to try and get distance done today. Guess means we have to make sure that get points actually work. Check that. Make sure we're working incrementally. Output points. Well, I hope you will. It'll strip. It's one of those days. But we doing it. We trucking. We gonna pick it up. Gonna ship it. We go in. All right. Points. It'll probably be the same length. Alright, we just need to do it once and confirm once that this works. Just once. Oh, should we create points? Object. Fake point. Type dot sphere. Let's go round. Let's make it a round day. Okay, position equals this guy 9 times 10. I. A little bit better than printing them all out. Okay, so get point. You get used somewhere, right? Indubitably. And get this. Okay, so wherever we're doing get distance, or want to do get, just try this. This goes in instead of input. We don't need you input. Fonts. Oh, I guess we're going to do this already. Need to get the points. that true? Need to try that. Get the points for now. And we'll shuffle on. What? Okay, yeah, I made a little edit to that one. Okay. Okay. Point. Set data problem. Where's auto level? Oh. Just want to make it a vector 4. Oh wait, like a new vector 3. Yeah, let's switch. Points. And the set data. Set data doesn't need a name. Name. No, the buffer gets the data. Buffer gets put into the name. Flip in. It's an array. Oh, all right, wait, hold on. Let me get my translator out. Come on, internet. You're back. Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, fine with me. Fine with me, just trying to get something done. How about you? What are you working on? Hey, Yag, how are you? Yeah, I've been coding. I've been coding to avoid real things. Now I'm continuing to code, and real things still exist, but they aren't here right now. We're not talking about those. Not entirely bad? I'm okay. I'm a bit stressed. So many things I need to be doing. Nice beard. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's all natural. Sorry for not participating that much. That's fine. You do you. I know you have heavy burdens right now, right? You have 2 months under a heavy contract, then you'll be free, right? I believe my actual public is very specific from dev. Okay. Oh, you don't know if you can contribute because there's a lot of devs around? I mean, no worries. You are a dev. You're doing dev things all the time. Doing the architecture things, the blueprints, putting the walls up, doing the renderings. It's all very related. You do some of the most realistic renders I've ever seen. Heavy deep dev guys here. You know, the men and women and non-binaries of dev that hang around here. They cool, they chill, they France. Dev just architecture. But then what was control? What was control if not brilliant design coupled with beautiful, heavy industrial architecture? More like an invisible viewer? Oh, those are appreciated. No worries. Happy for my progressive success? Why, thank you. I appreciate it. Don't feel super successful with these compute shaders. Just do that. We've been doing a good streak of creatures, though, I have to say. Oh, wait, do I have the... Give me a second. Somewhere we have the mermaid. It's a video. Where's the... I have a WebM. It's fancier. See the mermaid? I know it's so out of fashion. It's June now. It's not May, but that came up pretty decent. We need to live somewhere, but you can also put architectural buildings into games. In fact, buildings that aren't just boxes make games way more enjoyable. Oh, so my computer's very upset. What have I done? Oh, off. Come up with surprising new ideas sometimes, and everything will change. That's true. Yeah, I don't know. I just want things to be aesthetically pleasing. But I also don't know how to do that, so I just do what I do. An amazing mermaid? Yeah, I mean, she's a wonderful mermaid being. Yeah, I kind of wanted to put her in the game. We'll put her in the game later. We need to make sure that she has ample weapons. Lots of weapons to attack you with. But do you have plans for what to do after you're out from under the contract? You're still going through lessons, right? Courses. I remember you were really good on those. You had a great Blender robot that you modeled, textured, rigged, animated. I do New Kids on the Block style. Just trying to keep it fresh. Step by step. Funny. Actually more working. I can appreciate that. Have you picked up any cool techniques while working? That's always the best. Still, buy this. Okay, fine, fine. Too big. Big. Confused, I've done buffer before. Why did it stop me here? This is what doesn't make sense to me. Like if it was later, sure. But literally I'm just trying to put data into this thing. And it's like less data than I've tried to put before. Oh no, maybe I'm an idiot and it should actually be color. I'll try that. Color's kind of the same as a vector 4. Zombie! Hey, how are you? Hi. How's your router? Did you upgrade it with many SSD? Many gigabytes? You have more courses to do, you know, if you finish it so soon. We could come here. Real-time game dev? Try. Thank you. Sometimes it's with great pauses in the middle. Good people and friends? Well, that's only because you stopped by, Tone. Sorry. And then I get spacey. Some have long beards. This is true. Some have really nice beards. Some make dope music. Some, you know, lift heavy weights. Some people are just trying to move chicken nuggets around, you know? I'm sorry, what did I do this time? Sorry. Is it the title? Do you hate it? I tried. I really tried. I just can't do anything right. But yeah, all the gigabytes. You're you're fighting a bit? That's fine. I fight. It should only be right that you get to fight. But you said 500 gigabyte SSD going into a router? Or is that just not going as smoothly as you hoped? In which case, I apologize. You'll get it though. Put it on the healing bench. Some even like Transformers. Yeah, Sotalix is kind of a Transformer-like. I mean, the kind that is just a box and doesn't super transform. I mean, I guess there's a box that kind of transforms. It's a little different though. Gonna take the SSD out, running damn hot. Since it's located on the underside, I can't add a fan there. Struggling to resize the system partitions. It's a bummer. Oh, hey, this is a different problem. Huzzah, that's success. We've moved on. Points from mask. Why aren't you in here? Because I didn't put it in here. Pragma kernel. You get 128 megabytes free space. That's not good. Man, do routers secretly have like real storage under the hood? We never even knew it. You're not upgrading, you're just changing a part from a part. Yeah, that really stinks. Okay. We have this. This one. Okay. Take this out because this was breaking. I might have to set endpoints. Right. So now you're installing a VM on your machine to compile your own firmware image to change the partition sizes. You go through such beautiful, exquisite lengths. I truly appreciate it. Perfect. Okay, hopefully this sets it once, and then I can keep touching it with the shader. Because, yeah. That's a lot of words, you even know some of them, right? Like a sewing machine. It is so machine-like to act like that. That's how I respond. Because technology will end us all. First comes the dependence. And I can't pretend that my life would not fall apart without a computer. Then comes the breaking, which they're sort of preparing us for, but everyone thinks that we can tame it because we like fix some of the stuff. And when machines decide to break, it's all over. Okay. Auto level's not found. Wait, why is that a problem? Man, I always do that. Click once, leave it. I don't think we need this for now. Oh, we did need this. Cool, perfect. Why does auto levels not exist? I guess I actually have to solve my problems. Man, my computer is chugging. And tone, those are a lot of words, and I only know a few of them. Hello, sir. Without chat, something happened. Language, something French. Sorry, the French. I wonder if Google Translate's really just put in its work today, or we have some language flexers, some real lexicon knowers. Auto levels. Why are you broke? I really don't want to have a compute shader for each one of these tiny little. I want to do really fast. Please, they're like a line. Let me combine them. I know it. I can. Just like stop breaking. Is that unreasonable? I'm trying here. Okay, find kernel. Auto level. Here's auto level. Does it need to be physically on top? Very domineering. I can abide. Fine. You can speak French too? Je ne sais pas. That's it. Let's see, wait, what did Megadeth teach me? A tout le monde, a tout mes amis. I don't remember. It's the start of the speech. Yeah, thank you, Tone. Thank you for supporting me, reinforcing me, validating me. I always appreciate it. Why can't you find auto levels? Kind of sussy, right? With points, can't find auto level. Okay, do you want it this? Weirdy. I'll give you this if you want it. You have to look something up. Can't find it. That's the most French you also know? Perfect. Oh, I know that they mislabeled their fish as poison. The tea bags are sacks. Or sachet de thé. Says on some of my tea at times. Actually, okay, I know a lot of little bits and pieces of French. Weird stuff. Have you ever seen Fort Boyard? It was a really. It was a TV show that got made in a couple different cultures. The British one, trash. Don't watch it. The French one, absolutely fantastic. Over the top. I'm surprised it's not American. Like there should be an American dub of that. But yeah, there were like a lot of things from that I kind of picked up. They had characters named. They had two short people in there called Passe Partout and Passe Mirai. And that's where I learned, you know, passport, obviously. But that means pass through anything, and pass Marai means pass through walls. You learned something today. And Marai is mural. Don't let French fool you. M-U-R-A-L. Because the thing on a wall that makes it pretty is the wall in French. Hi, Ear. How are you? I was just listing all of the French I know. And naming weird, obscure French TV shows. Have you ever seen Fort Boyard? It's a show. We watched it on YouTube. Further than you did? Well, yeah, no worries. The wife speaks like fluent French, so puts me to shame all the time. Wait. Does the thing work? Oh. Shoutout doesn't happen through Stream Elements. Oh well. Hi, Ear. Check out Ear. Ear's a wonderful developer in Godot. What are you up to today? Probably like work stuff, right? I'm trying to figure out why I can't find my kernel. Kernel auto levels. MIA? It's a horrible joke. Definitely shouldn't make that. Through years, I'm glad you like it. Wait, I did a YAG one. Lunch stuff, nice, nice. Anything tasty? It's just a little thing that I could do. From me to you. Also, like, you know, totally forget that I have commands. Because who touches their bots, right? Just everyone but me. Just have my ghetto chat viewer. Okay, and look up the solution to my problem, which would be... Why can't I find other kernels? I naturally typed CAC, of course. Can't find kernel in Computator. Is this a solely Unity problem? Yeah, it kind of seems like. Okay, didn't compile correct. Arbitrary thing. Do you need? I don't think it needs to touch anything. You can like call it. Yeah, so anyone up to anything interesting today? Like Catless, how's your car going? And yeah, you got any beats going today? Not that I have any expectations that would ever be disappointed by you. I don't want to build it up like that. But, you know, procrastination's good. Only interesting thing you're doing is preparing the new mix premiere tonight. Ooh, that sounds fun. How many tracks on that? Or is it just a mix? Which is also cool. Not to say that anything that you put in a mix would be stale to me, because I'm just... It's been years. My former girlfriend, years and years ago, like a decade ago, was super into house and trance for a long time. And then I just have not been near it for Yeah, you know. 10 years, easy. 15 years. 16 tracks. That sounds fine. I'll be there. And I was thinking, I'm gonna get my weights every time Ear pushes some metal above his head. I will also try to push some metal higher than the floor. First kneeling, its final blockout form. Ooh, okay, cool. So you settled on some dimensions, which is where you're gonna leave it. Called stylized. Uh, sure. Yeah, that'll work. Push the metal. Yeah, I'm done feeling lazy while I watch someone be super productive. uh, time to get motivated. Okay, so I didn't have an error. I like that. But then I do this. Yes. Is it the points? Does it not want me to edit this? Try that. Make it simple for the computer. Oh no, it yelled at me correctly. Thank you. Oh, it doesn't like that. This input color array. .r. Good enough. All the channels should be similar. I would hope. That sounds cool. And then what kind of racing game will you make with said car? You're gonna be track-based? I think it was Formula, right? A Formula One track? See, I can sound smart by just saying Formula One in front of things. It's very specialized, highly specific. Okay. Cool. Let's see if that works. Please be a thing. How to percolate. Sometimes it doesn't throw the error messages. That's what really gets me. Shaders trying to be edgy. Yeah, like that. Can't find it. Why? I'll check that. Lots of sanity checks. Never know when your code is gaslighting you. Okay, so yeah, that does not immediately throw any errors. So it's this line. Now down to one single point of failure. Output point array. Where you at? Oh, is this my problem? Do I not have one? Oh, here's point array. Go to structured buffer. Yeah, that should probably have the same name. And then we're using the right name here. I swear we're gonna get something else done today. This we need out. Or get data using a buffer. That's probably not great. You love getting things done, right? Have a healthy buffer of procrastinating and like trying and failing, but you know, eventually getting things done is perfect. Doesn't mean you do it, however. It's healthy. Do we need a new buffer? I mean, we set data, we get data. Probably from there, right? Just need a new one. Buffer out. Relatable. We aim for the space beyond our galaxy. It will take progress, take time. It may take forever. We'll get somewhere though. I mean, I guess we are revolving around the sun, so any progress we make in a galaxy sense will probably get unmade in a certain sense. So you know, don't worry too much about it. Usually find things that need to be done and instantly divert to a safe side project. Only if my stress levels get too high. That literally happened this morning. I had an email that was just not quite the way I was expecting it to happen, and it was like, there's code I could be doing that yeah, head in sand mode, go. None of your side projects should say it. When are those nodes coming? Sorry, no pressure. Do we set data? To like this? That's a dispatch. We should probably do this before the dispatch. Okay, this seems weird, but it'll be good. Oh, we have to set the buffer. That's why we had that. Okay, there we go. That is a chance of actually working. Yesterday you got an email. Is your response to a summary of changes you made and installed on a customer server. Said, okay, sounds good. You sent the email a year ago. Oh, God. Okay. A year to the day? That's amazing. I mean, hey, isn't that new work? That's great. That's like finding money in your pocket from a year ago. Uh, but also, yeah, like, how much do you trust that customer? Not like totally red flag, but like definitely demoted one. Stamps from exotic locations, right? Should have at least 3. Should smell of sandalwood. Maybe a little singe. I have to assume that your customer is responding to emails by going to their inbox and searching for current day. Ah. And today to the wrong year? Maybe. My first thought was like, well, Google tells me if there was like an email chain that just kind of lingered after 5 days. Like, if I start a new chain off something, it'll be like, hey, you had this. Do you want to respond to that? And I'll be like, oh no, oh my god. And then I'll realize that I like sent something different. Um, would that show up a year later? And he just like casually like, not a problem. You talk to this person all the time. That's so perfect. Um, and yeah, I don't know. I should have expected it. There's someone that's offering to help me. They are currently like, I want to help you. I am also overworked right now. So I'm constantly like, it's fine, it's fine. Take your time. And they're like, okay, cool. But they are really good at pushing the email conversation. And, they were like, this looks bad. So it's like, oh, yeah, okay, I'll just show them that I'm working on something and that I'm like, it'll be ready later, but just to show them that I'm doing something so there's more good faith that I'm not lazy. They're like, this is kind of, I'm like, oh god, I just need to like disregard everything from this email. It's one of those sent too early things. I don't know if you ever have that. That might be my big dev curse, is like sent the email a little bit too early. I just took maybe a day or two to, do a little bit more on something. Oh, it's not like bad. Just one of those things that like expecting an ego boost, and I got like you need to do more work, and I'm like I didn't even show you half the work I did, and you assumed it was all of it. Just ego blow, right to the gut. Being a contractor is weird, right? Like, don't take things personal, but my name's on the business. Everything has an air of personality to it. Yeah, it's good. I'm just gonna like chill because I've been winding myself up too much, I think. It's always the problem, isn't it? Okay, not getting anything. Does that mean there's just nothing in it? Should have a length at least. Oh yeah, I wish you well. Sounds like your changes weren't critical or fatal. How are you gonna broach the subject with the customer? Have you talked to them yet? They're in use. Perfect. can use for a year. That's good. My stick-to-itiveness. Verb? Yeah, you do. Oh, that's a good story, though. Length 0. Okay, why you 0? Is it because I make you 0 and I never make you bigger? Is this all my fault? Am I the drama? I know it's old, but it's like my perfect meme crafted just for me. Because I am the drama. But sometimes I have solutions. Like, boom, it's been working all along. You need to make the one thing bigger. Okay, taking your time now. Oh no, wait, maybe that can't be a good thing. Oh, yep, okay. Found the points. And I just yeeted right out of there. Trust. Oh, I shouldn't. I panicked. Oh man, I panic rolled. It'll be fine. We go back in. Okay. We pause. That should help things. Oh, I said pause. There's so many spheres. Okay, most of them are in the same place. Kind of interesting. Skipping large caps. Come on. One U is somewhere else. There's only, 200,000 U. You have 2 weeks vacation starting Monday. I feel like you told me about this. Are we playing Paranoia? That could be a great distressor. In 3 weeks of work and another 2 weeks of vacation? That's awesome. Are they staycations, or are you actually going to go to, you're saying Scotland, right? Gonna go put a tent in the mist. Come on, what? Are these really all in the same place? Come on, one of you. Okay, I can't trust that any of them. Anywhere. So when we put the data in, it's like a copy. I think it's a copy that goes to the GPU. And this should be just empty. So then it's not getting filled, but then we dispatch and then get data. From this to this. Hmm. But then they're all in the same place. Hmm. That was your old vacation? A good idea? We could try. Staying at home, no money? Ah, but energy efficient green home, right? It's good. So we'll definitely play Paranoia. Maybe we should do a game jam or something. Hmm. Why are the points? Does it never actually increase endpoints? Let's do something weird. Here, just do a thing. Prove to me that you can. Seems you need to grab the nightly release of your router firmware. Fun. Oh, are you that far along? What can go wrong? Everything. You can't get something older, more stable? This, this, off this, and come on, spheres, show me. They're all in the same. And that's fine. Maybe. Hmm. Hardware too new. Bleeding edge. Yeesh. Release Wednesday, May 31st. At what time? Because I feel like that could only be. It could be like 15 hours old. Why are you yelling at me? Computer's getting hot. Spicy computer. 5 p.m. your time? It's new. Very bleeding edge. Yeah, I agree. So how am I gonna make a mutable, like a semi-mutable array? Unless we do a breadth first search for each pixel, sounds horrible. Do it. And then we don't need that. That would be just. This feels stupid expensive. We can cut off, I guess, at the first point we find, but still very. Well, good luck. Wait. So you're working on a router. It's not. Okay, dependent on you being here. Do we make some like stupid assumptions? Like it can only be halfway? I don't know. We do it stupid, and we make it right for every single one in the. No, man, my computer's screaming. I can already hear it yelling at me. Good thing we only have to do these like at startup. Wait, do we have endpoints? Texture set. There, texture size times texture size. That should be good. Stupid assumptions are fun assumptions. True. Any such a hacker. A hacker zombie. Okay, so all the things we just find the number. So like I'm hoping that there's mag. I think there will be mag. Because distance, of course there's no dist. Why would there be a dist? That's silly. Why'd you be Len? Oh man, the last thing in the world I would try. Well, it's just like it. Smallest mag is bigger than incomplete. Doesn't have to mean anything. It could be fine. We need the magnitude of where we are to which is magnitude of thing mod thing divided by thing. We'll make the point. Flow to we'll put it here as garbage collection. That's what I was holding. Config target root fs part size 104. Found it. 104 megabytes. That's even lower than we thought. Well, okay, that actually doesn't sound so bad. Seems like it was an easy fix. Now just be like, 500 gigabytes for all the jams. Okay. Current point equals float 2 I mod text size. I divided by whatever. Oh, maybe it shouldn't be a float 2, maybe it should be like a vector. Isn't too bad, we can do that in line. It has weird double angle brackets. 64 should be fine. Let it run on 128 gigabyte SD card instead of NVMe. Cool. I mean, how much memory does a router usually need? It is cool if you can just access it. Pretty, it's the Banana Pi, right? So, super heavy lifting router. Current point and id.xy. Tag my yellow. Would like turn a pretty color. In theory, you have you could trim it down to around 16 megabytes. I mean, you could. I'll put a few ISO images on there for easy networking. Network boot. Okay. Linux rescue images, Windows installation, such things. Cool. Very good. Make sure that all those ISOs have like your pre-installed Diablo 2, Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction. One of the first bosses I had at a game dev studio, he had an instance, he had an ISO, like a image of a drive that had Windows pre-installed with Company of Heroes on it. Company of Heroes 2. Yeah, so whenever he had to like get a new computer, he would just flash the image and make sure that he could always like play that while other things are installing. Brilliant. It was like such a 5-head idea. Okay, that is thing. This pulls there we go. Please work, otherwise I'll make mag. I'll make it myself. I'll roll it on my own. I don't need you math people. Is that all I need? I'll have to switch over some code, I guess, to do just distance straight away instead of finding points. I guess that just finds the smallest point. So we also need to put that point in somewhere. This one. The hair of this. Equals float 4, and we'll just shove in the this F. Should we touch this a lot or touch it very little? That's the question. Let's go with touch it. Like a cat. Blink slowly. Don't move. Games will be on your NAS, but isn't there like one game that you feel like should be part of your installer? Just one. Just the one that's nearest and dearest. Like, if everything got wiped out and you just had that image to boot a computer from, what game would be your, like, apocalypse game? Want to try network boot into DOS and Win9X? Sounds good. Think you need to meditate on that question a bit? I think it's just Diablo 2. Like, there might be better games, but like might be better games for me if I actually thought about it. But that's my knee-jerk answer. I've played it for long enough. I haven't totally gotten sick of it. I don't know. It's good. It's the one. And then yeah, you know my old boss. He was Company of Heroes. I think we know Catless. Catless, am I allowed to guess? Would it be Space Base 13? Cryogi might just be Minecraft, because he boots it up once every like 6 months or a year. Just play it for 5 minutes. So if you had an image of a hard drive that just had your like basic Windows and one game, so that way you could just like flash the image onto your drive and start playing your game right away, and that's the only thing you had to play. Every other piece of data gets wiped out because of course you set this up smartly. What's your game? Diablo 2 is a great answer. Think you might be able to say Valheim. Really? That's cool, because I have not played Valheim yet. Kind of thought it was a flash in the pan, so that makes me feel like it might have more sticking power. Minecraft is one of the most correct answers? Yeah, I can't say that that's wrong. It would have to have a random number generator in there, right? Like a good one. But then, yeah, Catless likes the simulator, Space Base 13. Is the Fluid Sim turned into like survival sim? But would that be your game? What is your apocalypse game? Because actually, completely contrary to that, could it be something like, I don't know, Elden Ring? I don't know if I could say that about any other Souls game, but Elden Ring's like, I could actually get good over an eternity. And that one's pretty. In the lore school. But that kind of trendy too. We'll see what the DLC's like. We switch this over. Here. Oh, you need a range. A range. We'll just put a random number in there. I don't think we need it right now. Let's see if that does anything. Maybe Factorio with tons of mods, but it's been ages since you played that. Or almost any other game. I'm with you. Yeah, and then I started Red Dead, and it's just, you know, hunting digital animals, which is cool. It's interesting. It's so buggy. We don't need to revisit that rant, though. But I feel like that has so much content. And even though it's an open world, it's actually super linear. Like, they're only going to show you 2 main quests at a time. And then you need to, like, do one or both of those before you get new main quests. So it's not super open worlds. And there's, like, a lot of them. Yeah, I don't know. I got caught up with the hunting. Because they presented that to me. Now all the clothing, I have a responsibility to make that and show off those beautiful creatures. Also remember what I'm doing. Distance not found. Cool. It doesn't like mag, right? Well, make mag if that's the problem. You know, I had a feeling. But, you know, my second game under Diablo 2 would probably be MechWarrior 5. Because I've played through the opening of that game like maybe 3 or 4 times. And it's so good. Like, deciding which factions you want to try and work for and which ones you're going to try and not anger. And then what mechs actually show up for you to buy in this store. Pretty good. It's pretty good. Almost too much replay value. fact, I want to be playing MechWarrior 5 right now. That'll probably change to MechWarrior Online once the July mech gets announced. Unless it's a light mech, which... That worth my time? Light mech? Tissue paper skin? I need some armor. Mediums, though. Mediums have been my jam recently. Oh, yeah, wonderful. So we're talking about if you made a backup, like an image of your drive that had Windows and one game of your choice, and then all of your other data got wiped out, what would that one game have been? What is your apocalypse game? I'm going with Diablo 2, and I think my secondary is MechWarrior 5. You was saying Diablo 2, Minecraft? Maybe Minecraft, Diablo 2, no, Valheim. Valheim, Diablo 2, Minecraft. You know what? I'm not going to put them in order. They were all mentioned. You think you already gave out the answer? Minecraft? It's a great answer. For me, I would always spawn a new world. I would find a nice big mountain. And I would replace the top layer of it with glass. And then I would hollow out the interior. And it would be my glass mountain mansion. I loved that. I would do that over and over, and for some reason I could never get over doing that. Like, gave me a sense of completion. Oh, that's good. And then one, and then of course you have to start having underwater stuff because you can see everything around you. You have to build the tunnels. That was good. And that's why I don't play Minecraft anymore. Because that can take so much of my life very quickly. So all that works. It is just the mag. Okay. Need to do some Pythagorean theorem. Should be easy enough. Float. Main B. Perfect. Minecraft is always in stages for you? You play for a couple of weeks, months, then forget for a couple months, and the cycle continues? Ah, do you start a new world every time, or do you come back and continue? Because that sounds cool. Like, I wonder how many glass mountains you have. Probably more than me. Around on how many versions behind you are. Yeah, I was out definitely before polar bears were put in. Okay, so I should also asterisk. I used to work at a summer camp teaching, at first it was like Java and programming, and then it was game design and development, and there was like a game design with Minecraft course. Teaching that to like teenagers was one thing, it was pretty okay. Teaching it to young children, like under 12, that killed my need to play Minecraft myself. Kind of fun, but oh my god, they just find the TNT and it's over. And now I have PTSD around fun things. Usually don't play single player. Oh, I'm too much of a shy boy to get onto the servers. I've been on a server or two, but yeah, it never usually sticks. So yeah, If you ever stream that, not that there's ever a YAG stream, don't look for it. You know, I'd love to see Minecraft if that's ever something you did. Not that I usually watch Minecraft stuff, but just like, could be interesting. Because yeah, that's only going to be a vicarious thing for me. Oh, it's with friends? Cool. Yeah, and then everyone wants to get so many people on it, and then I'm like, I don't know anybody. They all want their own space, and I'm just, you put me, where do I go? I log in so rarely. Alright, so we're gonna return little a squared plus b squared, like a dot x minus b dot x squared. How do I score with a shader? Or should I look up magnitude? Should I not embarrass myself and try and do it myself? Shader mag. You'll absolutely be doing Minecraft streams after the new version comes out? What's in the new version? It's cool. It's definitely gotten away from me. Like the whole enchanting business. One thing that kept me from getting back in is like, it feels like an MMO where you have to put in a lot of work. And then like Zelda, things degrade. Like it always used to degrade, but now you also have enchants that run out, and it just, man, that's a lot of upkeep. Shader magnitude. Length. Is it really length? I feel crazy. The last one I would have tried. There's also, is there a distance? The distance and not dist. Okay, yeah, so using length for mag. And it's not a comma, it's a and you're not mag, your distance. No, wait, length. Not entirely sure. You know, there's going to be cherry blossom trees. Sounds awesome. Oh, and there's all villagers. Man, there's so much in that game. Usually going blind. That's wild. Even when I first went into Minecraft, it was like, I need the wiki right by my side. Yeah. Like I'd be teaching and everyone would be like, oh my god, in the new one, you can like tame wolves. How do you tame wolves? And I had to like look it up. Like, oh yes, okay, you have to kill the skeletons to get the bone meal, and then you give the bone to the wolf. And if you give enough, the wolf will have hearts, and then he's tamed. And then there's also like horses with leads. Like how do you put the lead on the horse? How do you guide the horse around? Cool, but like yeah, there's always a lot to learn about that. Wait, why is that happening? Oh, we're past that. Let's go away. Do not ever. Really hefty. Gapoo hefty. It compiles? Good job, zombie. Stuff a big game. Was very interesting to see it in progress. Started playing basically when it came out. Yeah. I started when there was only creative mode. My friends got into it and they were like, oh my god, it's the most incredible thing ever. And I was like, yeah, no, this is definitely cool. I could see myself playing this for a while. But then it like, yeah, survival mode came out. We actually played for like a long time. I just kept going from there. And then at one point I was making mods because there's mods in Minecraft class, which was fun actually. We used like it was Bitbucket, but then they changed the name. Wait, was it Bitbucket? It might be something else. There was something called Bucket that they had to rename to Spigot or something. Craft Bucket, yeah! That was cool. It was nice to think in grids, like to like make spaces in rooms. Or like in chunks? They were called chunks, right? That was always fun. And then modding mods was fun. In class, I made, because I had to do examples and I had no idea what to come up with, I was like, okay, we're going with junk land. We're making everything a trash refuge. And I just made like piles of garbage. I mean, you could pick things up, or you could mine things and get out things like Snapple bottles, empty Snapple bottles. It was a fun time. I had a TA that kind of like spaced out, and when he came back and joined the class, he had like a rocket that would take off. It was very janky and it would move up like one block at a time. But man, Minecraft, you can do so much with that. How do I feel like I still did the point? Directional warp? Shouldn't be making points anymore. Please don't make points. And I remember there were kids that would just get obsessed with redstone. They'd make like elevators. Craziness. People making whole computers. Like you usually have one kid in class. It's like, I'm gonna make a Minecraft computer, and then they go on YouTube and they just watch a tutorial where someone else does it. And then they're like, it was hard. I made a logic gate. You're like, hey, that's good. Logic gates, that's important. You used to do redstone tutorials like 79 years ago? Like you used to make them on YouTube? Really? That's amazing. You could be the one that was actually teaching my class. Oh, I love that. We were technically co-teaching. That's cool. So now you have to tell me about all the coolest things that you made in Redstone. Where are these coming from? I thought I was doing them in Get Point. Where's good points? Aha, okay, it's my fault. I'm an idiot. Figured it out. I don't think we have point array anymore. Like we don't need. Alright, we'll see. You severely doubt it because it was like 12 or 13 and they were in Russian. I had a Russian student that we had to do all of our communication, and this was for a coding class, through Google Translate. He did surprisingly well. But yeah, that's always amusing. Yeah, a lot of parents at a certain age are just like, you know, let my child be around English speakers and try and teach them. But like, you know, we'll do immersion even though it's not a language immersion program. And it's not too bad. Your VM isn't starting anymore? No. And you still need to copy your image over. Well, that's not good. Do you want to think that? Yeah. It went well. I feel like no one was super alienated. It's really surprising, actually. Because it wasn't a local summer camp. It was trying to like pull in as many people as possible. So it would get people from like all over the US. And when people found, you know, people coming from like abroad that didn't speak the same language, they were just like, oh, it's cool. It's part of the experience. I get to make a pen pal. Well, some of them. You know, some you are legit babysitting. I feel like that was the thing that saved teaching at a summer camp, was just understanding that you're letting them have a summer in a place that's air conditioned with a computer in front of them. And they just need to show bare minimal computing work if they're not interested to their parents. There we go. Finally clean. Then wait, does this actually have anything on it? Something. We made something. We're doing it for each point, but each point's going to check every other point. So we need to see if the point we find is a point that we need a distance from. So like this. Dot r greater than. Oh, this is where we need range. I concede to my fast self. I'm still doing the range, and then let's organize this down here. That's going to drive me. You got really lucky that you were made to start learning English at a very early age, I would say. I'm glad I know English because I feel like it would be hard to learn. But also now that I know English, it's hard for me to learn other languages. I can pick up bits and pieces, but there's something about like, you know, it not really being needed because most people know English sometimes better than I know English. Zombie might be crying a bit right now. Funk. Hugs in the chat. I'm sorry. It's not bricked, is it? I would hope it's not bricked. Otherwise, it might just be a little delay, right? Your generation started learning English from subtitled TV and movies. A pretty good way to do it. You have that too? Struggling to learn other languages? Yeah. Yeah, I'm like decent at getting vocabulary because it's kind of cool to know what things are called. But then yes, syntax for other languages. Super tricky. Part of that, I can just blame on being old, right? I'm an old man. It's hard for me to learn. Science told me that you need to give me a break. Okay, and it's all white. Why is it all white? Because we should divide by the largest distance. I wonder if we could like auto level. The chance it's just breaking. Not bricked. Still on the PC side, installed a fresh Linux VM with all the build tools and dependencies all gone. Ooh, okay, yeah. You know, when people start telling me about stuff like this, I had a friend that was showing us a board that they were like, we can use this in our arcade cabinet. It should be able to run all this stuff. And he forgot the AC adapter. And I'm like, well, you know, what voltage does it need, right? We could just use like a USB. And it's like, oh yeah, that's true. He came from like an hour away. He was like not about to go get the AC cord. Long story short, he spliced everything and then mixed up the polarities and fried like $100 board that was I don't know, special, hard to replace. So not only expensive but also you know, tricky to get. Like oof. I'll never forget that feeling of like, oh man, it's dead. It only takes a second. Plus video games, yeah, video games are a pretty decent way to learn language because you can like play things over and over again. There was a time where I was picking up Japanese phrases here and there. They appeared much later. Interesting. You're getting so excited for next week. You haven't actually played a game in forever. Are you taking a vacation here? Or is there a game that you're pausing for? Is it Diablo 4? And I'm just not aware of what's going on? I guess low-key aware. whatever it is, I hope you enjoy it. Definitely. Oh, the Minecraft patch. Right. Cool. Oh, that sounds cool. You guys get to figure out what they've added. Maybe it'll be smoke monsters. Video games were 8-bit stuff. First ones didn't have text. Yeah, Pong can't teach you English. Should be excited for D4, but you have too many ARPG opinions. Yeah, no, they threw out anything that was good about Diablo. It's cool that they have like a more adult, edgy version of World of Warcraft now. You have to wait. Did you try any of the um, server slams or free betas? Yeah. Giving Blizzard money is a large moral hurdle that we all have to get over. Asking a lot, yeah. I'm not going to do it. I would play it if someone gave it to me because I don't want them to waste their money. But I don't think anyone's going to do that because they already know my opinion on it. I would just boot up Diablo 2. Regular. No resurrected needed. Watch friends play a bit? That sounds good. Yeah, how replayable is it going to be? That's what I'm wondering. People are already complaining that it's kind of stale. Yeah. I played a Necromancer and it had like Diablo Immortal skeletons, like big glowy skeletons, and they just crushed everything. And I was like, oh, cool. I don't have to do anything in this game. And then the wife was playing a druid, and their entire like attack cycle, they have to attack to get things to drop health, and their like mana rage or whatever needs to get built up by doing attacks in melee, and you would just like run out of mana rage or whatever you were using, and you like couldn't do big attacks, which means you weren't doing enough damage to get health buffs back. Like, yeah, she actually had quite a slug trying to accomplish anything. It's really interesting how the balance is happening. But yeah, we were also kind of bored. Like, you get guided so much. Like, Diablo 2 feels open world, even though it isn't. Got too much influence from D3 still? Yeah. So I don't want to raid, so I'm going to just touch on it quickly and I'm going to run away. But did you see the GDC Diablo 3 post-mortem? It made me so upset that I think I was divorced from Blizzard from that moment on. Two on rails, yeah. Okay, so if you ever want to get mad or like know why Diablo will never work again coming from Blizzard, just like watch that. Watch that. They were very clearly like, we walked into rooms, we heard people clicking mice, we turned around and walked out, we got everything we needed. And yeah, anyone that didn't like it, they were just kind of like, they were wrong. They didn't know what kind of game they liked, and we gave them the game that they liked, and we don't know why they're mad about it. It was so upsetting. They didn't know anything about Diablo. And they were really arrogant about it. But yeah, I said I would run away. Like, if you ever, need fuel for your fire, it's out there. There's also, there's also GDC talk where the tech artists were talking about how they had to fight to get into design meetings because the designers would just throw almost everything out, saying it's too hard or it's not doable without ever actually talking to anyone that does anything. And I guess like the tech team found some of the, you know, crumbled papers in the garbage and made some of their designs, and the designers are like, oh my god, you people aren't useless. And they still, after that point, had to fight to actually be in design meetings, but that opened the ability to fight, and then on an individual basis, tech artists would be allowed to sit in on design meetings. I'm just like, oh my god, this is the trenches. You like went to war trying to make a game that didn't suck. Not that you need that much fuel to throw into the arch with fire. There's plenty already. That's true. From like a moral and humanistic standpoint, it is completely engulfed in flames and totally worth walking away from. But then you have all those people huddling and they're like, oh, but they're just making games and someone needs to get paid, and wouldn't it be sad if all those developers didn't have places to be? And then you have to be like, but hold on, what are the developers doing there? I'm sure there's some good ones, but could they be making better content elsewhere? And I think the answer's almost always yes. But we'll see. Because they're also trying to, it's a weird term, but they're trying to groom a new generation. And you know, I'm like 30 something years old. So I'm not Gen Z, and younger. Gen Z is getting old now, right? Like, they're just different. They've been shoved like Fortnite stuff for forever. They're definitely going to be susceptible. They're gonna think Diablo's great, and they're not even gonna know Diablo 1 or Diablo 2. So it's like, I don't know, it's kind of a losing battle. We just have to make our own games. They've crafted their audience to hold up their, I used to call it like their pillars, main pillars, anything that made over $1 million. Okay, anyway, we need better topics. I must digress from the Blizzard hate into the, yes. We need to know kind of like the range. We could divide the whole thing by the total distance of the texture size. I divide you by this. And then we can auto levels it maybe? One day making games will be something you do, maybe? What kind of game would you make? What would the YAG special be? The you know, fancy words. Ode to yeah, you know what? I'm blanking on the French words. I said all the French things I can, and my French part of my brain has turned off. You're sitting on so many prototypes? That's cool. Time for you to lurk? Alright, thanks for showing up here. I'll, wait, are you streaming? Is that the one? That's the one. It's Thursday, right? Yeah, you're totally streaming tonight. Awesome. I'll be there, and I may or may not be lifting heavy objects when you lift heavy objects to relieve my own feeling of laziness. But yeah, enjoy your day. I'll see you later. Your best was a casual puzzle game where you had to mix and match colors. Okay, I'm colorblind, so I'm personally offended. But you didn't know, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But that sounds cool. What kind of game was it? Mix and match colors. Like grid format? I've recently had a casual prototype about turning a picture into like a series of blocks of color in each row and column. That was fun. That might turn into a real game if the wife ever wants to continue planning that narrative. I should continue giving you the benefit of the doubt because you're pretty proud of the accessibility in it? Okay, excellent. That sounds good. For me, if you to find the video? Sure. Sure. Shut stream down. Can't get to stop streaming fast enough. I had a situation where I was at a post-mortem for a game, and I played the game, and I had a hard time because of color blindness. And I was like, you know, he was like, does anyone have questions? And I was like, I have a question. What do you think about accessibility and color blindness? And he was like, I am so glad you asked that. I did a whole thesis on color blindness accessibility. And I was just thinking like, oh, great. I'm about to get mansplained how good his game is for colorblind people when I couldn't play it. And he did. And he did. I will never be able to work with that guy, fortunately. Man, today's a weird day, huh? A lot of weird topics. Video. Okay. Ooh. I see. Use the shapes. I like shapes. Oh, the animations are great. I like your trajectory math. Functional. This is satisfying. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know why this immediately makes me think like you should make a successor to 2048. Because my wife has beaten that too many times. But yeah, not super related. It's fine. I understand that. ADHD brain just like flying off the handle. This does look cool though. Like, I think you need to embrace the shake. I feel like just the total Maddie, you did it. You know what I mean? Everything should shake. It should be like Peggle. There should be like fireworks going off all the time. It could be amazing. Or you could keep it simple. That's fine. That's fine. It doesn't have to be a Michael Bay. That's just, you know, one human being. One human being's opinion. Inspired by Tetris Effect. When was Tetris Effect? You'll definitely get back to it at some point, so you keep telling yourself. I believe. Which one was this? It's colorful. It's pretty. See things dropping. Seems cool. There was another one that someone rated, and I actually got completely hypnotized by. I couldn't look away. And it was like someone solving multiple different Tetrises at a time. There's like Tetris 99 or something. There were like so many, and they would switch between them really quickly. and then if they solved one, they'd move on to another one, and then if they lost one, it would like get pushed onto a stack or something. It was a whole thing. Tetris 99. Oh yeah, this might be the one. Yes, I get a Scooby snack today because my brain works. Yeah, so you see all of the like. I think it might be a multiplayer game. Again, I don't understand it. I was just transfixed by all the stuff going on. And, like you're playing multiple Tetris games against other people. Still don't fully understand. But yeah, everything's kind of in play, and I guess you can switch between boards live. Are you supposed to be throwing shade at other people? Because the watch out is showing some things that could have a quick Tetris on it. Battle Royale Tetris. Wait, what does that one look like? Or do you just mean it's a Battle Royale? Like everyone for themselves Tetris? Oh, okay. Battle Royale mode of Tetris 99. Gotcha. Sorry, I'm just getting caught up. You only get the one board. All the other boards are other players. Interesting. Yeah, Tetris 99. It seems cool. Though, yeah, the person I was playing was like really good at it. I would never got good at Tetris. I would watch other people play. Goodness, yeah. What's happening here? Watch out. They were all out to get you. Yeah, this seems intense. And I'm not a competitive kind of person. You can never really grasp Tetris, yeah. Some people just get the shapes pretty immediately. That's not me. Yeah, your game looks awesome. I would play. So, do you do it from top left to top, left to right, top to bottom? And you're just picking the right square? I mean, all you need is a counter and a streak, right? Maybe a timer? Maybe all three? Still one of the best gaming OSTs out there? You're not wrong. I've been having this itch recently. I am not a Nintendo person. I'm just gonna put that out there. But there's one song, is it Gangplank Galleon from DK? I think it's 2. That is a jam, and every time I hear it, I need to hear it like maybe 2 or 3 more times. There were a bunch of game modes you made for it, timed with lives and streaks, free play. Sounds like it could be done. What was on the to-do list for that one? Nintendo does good music. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna say Sonic over Mario, but outside that, yeah, not too shabby. Not that you can play it because Nintendo with the ban hammer. Actually, I think you can do some Nintendo games. It's weird what they are restrictive about. Think you're gonna build a game from scratch? You're gonna originally build a mobile game, but you want pretty graphics. Sounds good. Yeah, mobile games, they're so simple. I can't simplify. Takes a really intelligent human being to boil something down. So my games get big and complex. Oh yeah, one of the things they do well, I can agree with that. To-do list was make it pretty and functional in that order. And well, I have Embergen. If you need any fire or flames or explosions or smoke, let me know. Yes, I can make those. I can either give you VDBs or flipbooks, whatever you want. We could even try 6-point lighting. Wait, I didn't even ask. What was that in? What did you use to make that? Because Unity just got 6-point lighting. I don't know about anything else. Unreal, I think, has had it. Godot, of course. Okay, wait. Does Godot have 6-point lighting? Can we really glow it up? I don't really see the 6-point. That's okay. Okay, Godot's early or something, right? Maybe someday. Oh well, we have a locked camera, right? Locked camera's fine. We don't need the 6-point lighting. I'm being silly. That's cool. I should get into Godot someday. I wonder how similar it is to Unity. It looks similar. The editor has similarities. And I hear there's C#. And that's a distraction I probably don't need. Let's put the range way higher. So we go through all of the points. Excuse me. Go through all the points. We try to see if we're at like a point that's above the threshold. Oh. Okay, yeah. Let's wrap this whole thing. Time range, then not a thing we have to calculate. Cool. Can you have some glowing charcoal and sparks? Yes. I'm gonna say the glowing charcoal I would probably do in Substance Designer. Honestly, the sparks I might also do in a particle system. But once we do that, we can have the fire and the smoke very easily. So good. We can even put the charcoal briquettes in a nice pile, and we can have the smoke come up from around each one. And it can go around the grate and grill, or what have you. If we put like a little latch on the top of whatever hood, we can have the smoke come out. It'll be great. You can import alembics, I think. So we can, just like we do Marvelous Designer simulations, we can do a smoke and fire simulation. But yeah, I haven't actually looked into the Maya side of that yet. I wonder how easy it is with Blender. I wonder if I could just send you a bunch of VDBs and you could just be on your way. Can you have some bacon on top of that? And some turkey bacon would be amazing right now. Jackson and Valkyrie is screaming at the top of her voice, I don't wanna. It says, you are gonna apologize or no flying for Hugh for a month. Oh, sorry, wrong dimension again. Hi, Cryogi. How are you? We were talking about Minecraft earlier. May or may not have been sparked by me mentioning that it might be your apocalypse game. Do you have an apocalypse game? Like if there's one game that you would have on a image of a hard drive that has Windows and one game, what would it be? I assumed it was Minecraft, so feel free to tell me that I'm wrong. I think I also made some assumptions about you playing it every 6 months. Which maybe that time is soon. I hear there's an update next week. Maybe you'll return again. Minecraft it is. Excellent. Do I know my chatters or do I know my chatters? Why pack in a game when you could pack in a game engine and make the game yourself? Yeah, you just broke the whole thing wide open. That's true. I could just remake all the games that I remember playing. And it would only take forever each one. Good, because you just have time, right? You look busted, but you're something. I like that I did something. That one gets it? Yeah. Okay, then we have to turn it around, right? Then it is, what is the first... Is it the first apocalypse game that you make? What is the big one, right? Because everyone's going to make a few, but then when you're like, oh, I have infinite time in this apocalypse, then everyone's making what version of a giant networked MMO? Or hopefully there's some smart people that don't try to make an MMO in the apocalypse. Because, yeah, distribution's a problem. And the one bonus is you get to make them the way you remember them and not how they actually were. Oh, that's kind of great. That is really good. Sounds like more enjoyment to me. Yeah, there's some frustration in there too. We need players too. Maybe in the apocalypse we'd have the AI left over that may or may not have caused the apocalypse. We'd get stuck on the NPC AI for 7 months. I mean, yeah. That's fine. You have those 7 months. You just need to like work around foraging for food or farming or filtering water. Finding safe places to go to the bathroom. Making your own toilet paper. You know, the apocalypse stuff. Big one is Minecraft, of course. You see, you can make a Minecraft game engine, right? So that is the perfect answer. I've seen the Minecraft computer. But yeah, once we get the computer to run Minecraft Unity, we'll be all set. Or Minecraft Godot. Would it be Godot? Would it be Go Cube? Make a botnet to play your MMORPG. That is kind of great. ChatGPT is technically better than nothing. Are you reminded if I have no mouth but I must scream? That's such a good game. If you want Minecraft and a game engine, you just pick the Minute Rest as your game engine of choice. And yeah, that works. In the apocalypse, the earth is burning, so no farming. Okay, that's a good point. So what are we doing? It must be ocean farming? Or getting seaweed, if it still exists. Minetest is a free and open source voxel game engine inspired by Minecraft. Very moddable. That's pretty great, actually. Open source everything. That's kind of cool. How far are they? Do they have any parity with a version of Minecraft? Are they up to polar bears? Okay. This is off. I've decided that my numbers are wrong. Feels like it's in here that it's wrong. I know, we're just gonna do stupid things now. My brain's turning off. Parity is not a goal. Okay, that's fair. Are they doing their own thing? Interesting. Do they have like a theme that they're going for, or are they keeping it super generic? I mean, that's interesting. Less sketchy. What does 2 look like? Even though I feel like we ran out too early. Maybe we're making up X and Y? I don't know, but the distance one looked very similar. You can play their own survival mode that's inspired by what's surprisingly different from Minecraft. And there's also loads of community-made game mods. Sounds cool. Yeah, I like a bunch of the base Minecraft, but there's a point where it definitely lost me. The enchantments and the getting to the Ender Dragon, and then what the Ender Dragon actually is. Test. Enormous maps. Interesting. Can it use Minecraft texture packs? I would assume so. But that would be cool. Then it really is the successor. Nothing could be superior. I wonder if they'll have mechs. Oh my god, mechs in Minecraft. But it's Lua. What do you mean, but it's Lua? I don't love Lua. I've never tried to use Lua, but at the same time, I respect it. It tries to do something really cool. I like the look of Lua. I've just never tried to use it for anything important. And I also have weird feelings about integrating it just... Yeah, it's like advertised to developers to integrate into their game so players can mod it. But then how much of your game are you exposing to Lua, and then like how do you make all the connections, and like it seems really cool, but it also seems like it would take over a lot of your game. Makes it even more awesome. I hope so. I want someone to like indoctrinate me into the like cult of Lua. Someone teach me that it's not scary. Honestly, your favorite language? Cool. Have you made many games in it? There was a game engine that I got on a mini computer thing. I think it was called Chip. So Chip computer. Okay, so this thing exists still. That's good. Oh no, they're insolvent. That's too bad. It's kind of a cool idea. But then on this, they had some Lua-based game engine. They also had Sunvox, a cool node-based synthesizer thing. Was it a custom engine? I don't know. It was nifty. And they had games that were completely done in Lua. Like you could completely make games on this one little handheld device. It was cool, but it was also a bit daunting. I don't know where I would start. Ever made games with it? You did use a few engines that use it as the scripting language. Okay. Oh, I might be thinking of Pico 8. That sounds familiar. Let me look that up and confirm. Because it was cool how many games they had on it and how small the games were. Like you could just go into the code and you could look and it's like, oh, just like, 400 lines of code for this whole Lua game. Pico 8. Be the thing. Oh yeah, it looks like the thing. Yeah, it was cool because it also did like the sprite sheets. Oh yeah, so loud. Turn it off, please. Oh my god, I'm playing. Oh, this is so good. How do I attack? Is it rear view? D is rear view. And I got killed. This is so cool. But yeah, I should actually try this out someday. I remember this. Like actually having an editor where you can place things and then you have an edit mode to change the sprites in the sprite sheet. So nifty. Don't let Disney see this. Yeah, here we go. Get Out. I was playing Get Out the whole time. It was supposed to be small, fast, easy to integrate, and insulate. From what you recall, it had some odd ways of doing things. I just always wonder, where do you like start? Because like if you're gonna put in Lua, you need it to have enough of a sandbox to play with things, right? I don't know, it needs to be exposed to a fair number of systems. How do I start this game? Continue. Get out of this dungeon. Okay, fine. Move on. When people bring up all the time is one index to raise. That'd be the culture shock. So wait, what is one indexed arrays? Where are examples? Thank you. Function draw. Okay, there's no array here. It is like really nice. Poor thing. I don't know if do is needed, but I don't need to throw shade for that. Wait, hold on. Learn x and y minutes. Let's see if it has a there you are, Lua. Where are the arrays? One index arrays mean that an index of the first element is 1 instead of 0. Oh, right. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, it's cringe, but it makes sense. Okay, for I equals 1 through 100? 2? Okay, not terrible. It's not too bad. I feel like I can deal with a lot of this. Wait, what is this? That's a lot. Is that a tuple? Any non-nil value? Is it a dictionary? Weird tuple dictionary. It's not cringe, it's humanistic. Yeah, this would not be the hardest thing to learn. I don't see anything that jumps out to me as like, this seems bad. I throw mad shade at languages all the time. This seems fine. This is not like Objective-C. Objective-C was what a nightmare to look at. I feel like Swift also has some stuff, I think. Can we find a Swift example? Being shown Swift and everything, every argument needed to have an identifier, and I'm like, okay, but so can you change the order of arguments? If everything needs an identifier, then like, who cares about the order? And okay, how do you use the function? Say hello. Okay, this is not as bad as I thought. But yeah, this. I was taught that this was just always name, Bob, day, Tuesday. Like, that's okay if we can just change the order or leave some out sometimes. What? It was a stickler. It's one of those people that just wants you to code their way. Alright, so never mind, I digress. Forget I said anything. Again, it's the people. Right? You got it! 64 gigs! Huzzah! That's wonderful. I'm glad. So is it ready yet? Is it good enough to be your router? Can you put a ring on it yet? Not the doorbell. Don't put one of those on. +1? Maybe I should find a better. My room's getting hot. And I'm smothering myself. Cooking myself. I was just programming some GPU stuff. Temperature crept up and cooked danger. That's just the base install. Now you need additional packages depending on what you want to do. Okay, fair. Maybe 2 to 3 hours depending on how much you get distracted. But yeah, so you're installing Unity on there yet? Need to have that backup Unity install in case of the apocalypse. Or Pico 8. Man, 64 gigabytes, you could probably make an MMO with Pico 8. Yeah, games being like 300 lines of code, including the like levels, having like 3 or 4 levels. So intense. Then again, did I hear something about the demo scene recently? I feel like I did. But how do I find my demo scene news? Okay, it's really creepy that I typed in demo and it finished demo scene. The art of coding. Is this the new stuff? From 2019. This is not new. So let's feel bad for a second. How talented people are. Just for a second, because distraction at an all-time high. So how big are these? Nothing about the size. Does it have to fit on a floppy? Is that the restriction? It's so good. Mind blowing. I might have to take a break to actually touch the AC. It's too hot. Too dang hot. So good. The pixel art's amazing. Oh, and this is that crazy pixel shift lighting. I've seen this separate from this video as like an example of doing this crazy technique. Just bit shifting out your highlights. You guys super lurk for a while? No worries. Yeah, I'll be around to like 6-ish. Yeah. Good luck with whatever you're working on. See you later, Yag. This. Dang. The tree mask. The reflection. Of course, it's not a reflection. It's probably just rasterized. Oh, this is disc 2. That's still impressive. Having to use a color palette giggles. You're right. They just made their life easier. We're just gonna quantize everything. I mean, do you think they're just using single channels? It has to be manipulated photos into just being like the smallest piece of data. I don't know why I just thought about this. At some point, are we going to see a kobold in a race car? I'm excited. I hope I haven't spoiled the surprise. Man, someone's turning into the 80s. You hope not? Wait, you hope not kobold or turning into the 80s? I feel like kobold driving a car would be great. Or is that uncanny valley that you don't like again, where you have kind of real things with cartoon things? You don't think it melds well? You aren't going to combine it? But it could be a new Who Framed Roger Rabbit. One of my favorite childhood movies. And think of the 3D print possibilities. Kobolds emptying the trunk or something. Or you could recreate a scene from the music video of Friday by Rebecca Black with kobolds. It would be great. Sorry, I'm in a weird mood today. This is cool. So they have a mesh, and they're displaying the mesh, but then they are, I wonder if it's like a limbic, where they're just recording where they want to push a vert at a time. Because there's an animation, and then there's warping on top of the animation. Dude, this is intense. I think we're probably on disc 3 by now. Missed the call out for it. This guy. It's not Uncanny Valley, it's anachronistic. You don't know you've seen that video? The one that we just saw? It's a good one. Yeah, this is demo scene theartofcoding.net. Go for it, because demo scenes are amazing. Music video. Can I mention music video? Man, ADHD is at maximum today. Oh, Rebecca Black. Oh, okay, yeah. Let's. I don't think I want to show you. I think maybe that's something you shouldn't know. Um, it's popular because it was kind of bad. You done with kobolds? Something about choreography? Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just people in a car. Not a race car, though. Yeah, you know what? I'm silly. Ignore me today. Ignore me. I'm getting very little done. But what did this one even look like? Done with kobolds. That makes me a little sad, but I guess I'm glad to see what the new kobold spam is going to be in the future. Are we going to have car appearing everywhere? Oh, made with kobolds. Yeah. I mean, so they're just in a convertible or something, making awkward looks at each other. pretending to be having a lot of fun, even though I don't know that any of them can actually drive. It's like high school kids trying to make like a you know, pro level pop song. I mean, I think she has more reputable music now, but she started out as a heavy meme. Maybe not the right place. Unity wants to take a lot of my seats. It's a little problematic. Do we do it for the Y instead? Maybe it's as simple as us getting it wrong. Off by 90. There's a small scale issue with the kobolds and cars of keeping to the lore size. Oh, that's even better though. Then you can have like one crouched over trying to work the pedal. You can have one on the seat boosting up another one so they can see over the steering wheel. You can have two hanging on the steering wheels and kind of like on their tippy toes, like going back and forth, pushing and pulling. You know, kobolds at their best. That doesn't feel right either. I might as well. Oh yes, and also I think I said something silly yesterday. So I thought that they got rid of the giant nut in BattleBots. They did not. They just have an off-season kind of thing for the golden bolt, and then they will be back to competing for the giant nut. Yeah. Also, imagine the kobold maintenance team. I think that's where the heart, yeah, the heart and the soul of the idea really is. Having all of the kobolds climbing all over the car, trying to make sure it's upkept. It's definitely getting farther from. Let's have one more time. And if I go for the smallest kobold size in my cockpit, I think we could reasonably say you could have almost a room and still be at half the height of a full height of a human. Having a cockpit the size of a full room to a kobold at the top of the mech. I was kind of pushing towards a bigger kobold. Yes, you do remind me that they I picked one on the big side. See, this is the promising. See that fall off? Good. Let's do a different kind of test. Another sanity test. Are being a detour part of a project? Is waiting for another detour to finish? Oh, that's true. Listen, if I can't blue sky on your project, what am I supposed to do here all day? It's looking really good. What does it look like with the smooth on? Looks really good. And I'm tired. I burnt myself out. Nap time. Yes, I like your car. Keep up the great work. Don't worry about me. My detours. The detours I shall send you on, if I had my way. Okay, I have my new idea of how to test this. We do a float 4. In the float 4, we do red for the axe. Make a gradient out of it. Also, I'm very tired. You're going to not smooth it, so you wouldn't have to fall into another rabbit hole of trying to fix... Okay, so I guess smooth normals is what I... Then you have to fix all the parts proportions because everything's off by miles. I get what you mean. All those cameras hold reference photos, and none of them align. So photogrammetry, I see. My 3D teacher joined a company that was doing some very early photogrammetry stuff in Maya, and they set up scripts to pretty much take photos and put them in place with like projection textures on them so you can model things, and the camera would keep the texture on it as you modeled, so you can just make the geometry match the photo. And man, are we way past that now. But it sounds like a similar technique. Okay, this will be our tester. Please show me some nice gradients. Those are too sparse for mesh room? Yeah, no, I get that. Oh, it hated that. Right. That's okay, that's my fault. Oh my. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there's just two colors there, right? That's... You're an int. Ask you to float. It's a better way to do this. Does that do it? Please do the thing. You don't have access to that magic NVIDIA tool that makes the whole city, including apartment interiors, from 2.5 shaken up focus pictures. Yep. Or the thing where it grows something, right? You give it one photo and all of a sudden it has grown that mesh from nothing, from scratch. Yeah. Future is here where not technology can just. Oh, that's a pretty gradient. That's a good. That's a win. You need a name for your router. Hi, route sauce here. I don't know. Routertron. Is this the Wi-Fi name? You can't trust me with creative things. You cannot. Alright, so we have a gradient. That means we did something. But then this gradient, it looks like just a smear. That's wrong. Which one's the red? That's the X. X is bad. Are we dispatching the same number in X and Y? Why do I feel like I have this problem all the time? Yeah, we do the same thing. Like, get rid of that. Your Wi-Fi is called, oh god, it hurts when I pee. That is so good. That is the best Wi-Fi name I've ever heard. I'm like in shock. I was not expected to be hit with like the best Wi-Fi name ever. And I'm sure none of your neighbors try to connect to it either, right? Like, that's one we definitely don't touch. Okay, so yeah, wait, what do we need the name for? You're guessing the password is giggity? Oh, I'm dying. The name is for a router firewall. Okay. Pingwell. There we go. That's a good one. I like that. I immediately hate it, but I'm gonna say that I like it. Pingwell. It's like a name, but it's kind of like, you know, what it does, and saying that it does it, you know, maybe above others doing the same thing. I like it. And don't ask ChatGPT if they like that, because clearly they would come up with something so much better because you got the plus version. Not impressive enough. It needs to instill fear in its enemies. I mean, the only thing that does that for me is Conan the Conqueror. Cerberus would be the classic. Oh, but it's such a cliche in like badly written movies. Cerberus is just, whatever bad guy or organization. Rowdy McRoutface. Perfect Cryogi. That's true. Mm-hmm. Event Horizon? That is good. I want to watch Event Horizon. I haven't seen that in a million years. I've seen it once and it left an indelible mark on me. Yeah, show me the thing. IMDb says 6.6 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes says 32%. But Google users, those are the ones you can trust. 75%. That's what I'm talking about. Trust Google users. Plank. Don't mess with the plank. You'll be black holing half the internet as an ad block anyway. Someone needs to keep up the good fight? Absolutely. Wait, IDX divided by this. This divided by this. Why does it feel like it doesn't actually do thing by thing? It's supposed to do 8 by 8 nested loops, with this getting, incremented with each one. You do this. Computer still. There's some sort of like thermal runaway kind of thing. It's hot, so it gets hotter. The movie is such a cop-out. Gandalf? Just call it Chad. Oh. Just name it Giga Chad. Come on, Craigie, we can do better than that. Dreamer says, not doing better than that. None shall pass except you, you, and you. Yeah, Gandalf isn't bad. I like Gandalf. One little red streak. Wait, I think this does touch everything. It's just that, why is X so big? And that, see if the line gets longer. Why are compute shaders always such a crapshoot? There's like clearly something. Say I'm missing, but I've done some stuff with them just fine, which is like why I'm always tripped up as to why the math always. It's gotta be me again. This is just my version of hell. specifically crafted for me and maybe a few other developers. I'd say I don't see any more, but that's a point. I might be wrapping though. Wintermute? Wait, what is... Alright, Krogi, what is that? Are you trying to teach me something I'm gonna learn today? Is this something I don't want to be looking up? Or am I about to prove that I haven't done the thing I said I was gonna prove? Character Neuromancer! I walked right into it. Krogi, please don't leave. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I swear it's high on my list of things to do. And it's absolutely the top of my book read list. I'm sorry. Wintermute also is some weird area that includes so much of Europe. That's interesting. Learn something new every day. I'm sorry, Krogi, I'm sorry. You have a free version of it that I can have? EPUB, Mobi, PDF. Would make the whole thing go faster, I promise. Otherwise, I will acquire a copy someday. What do I have? I have Snow Crash. That's not part of it, though, right? I've linked them in my mind. Not like. And that's the last time we saw Krogi. It's hot. I wish I had a thermometer in here. Snow Crash is a classic, but so Snow Crash comes after Neuromancer, right? I guess I will go out of my way. I will find Neuromancer. Yeah, friend definitely gave me crashed. I haven't yet, but I still have it. Mean to. It almost has a little bit of red. And then it definitely has a bit of red over here. Oh. Does this even go up to? Like 8 times. It's like 68. Putting in. That might 512. Nope. All right. Fine. I'll go out of my way. I will find it. I have the notes about that somewhere. Oh, I don't know. I'll find it later. I will follow through. Soon. Maybe July. If I'm just being honest, maybe July. I have a lot going on right now. but just 512. Okay. Right. Oh, we had an error. Distance not found. Good. Good. Oh. We don't need this. We could put this. Put that there. Okay, someday. So, Crowley, what are you working on these days? Are you just still riffing on the same really cool set of totally awesome streamer memes? And if so, what else can I expect to come out of that wacky head? I liked the lizard. Lizard was cool. That is only like a third. Why are you only like a third? There's a Sprawl trilogy. Neuromancer, Count Zero, Mona Lisa Overdrive. They're in the same worlds with several of the same characters. Okay. Yeah, Sprawl trilogy. I swear I still have the wiki up, which is maybe why my computer is yelling so hard. Because maybe there's a lot. Maybe there's a lot going on. Maybe. Oh yeah, I'm watching Crimey at 1080p. Needs like 480p at most. Good. You got... Oh. Well, we don't have to talk about that anymore. But it was a joke. Oh, okay. That's good. I feel like you getting banned is something that you are very afraid of, which is fine. Totally legit. Totally not something that people should, you know, look to do. Now it goes just like a little bit longer. Hopefully that's just way too big and we won't see it. Thought a few times about giving you a sword as a joke. But I'm also kind of, maybe, should we ever have swords? Is everyone that comes in regularly right now gonna eventually have a sword? That's kind of the question. Battling with in my head. You're banned and you are actually Raffle. That's good. Did you put in your unban request? And if I gave every regular a sword, everyone would have a sword. That's great. Such a cool thing. Okay, I see 0 change. What's happening here? I went super big, now I go super small. Do you have a clip of when you were banned? Is that something you would clip? Oh, are you even allowed to clip? I don't know that I've been banned anywhere. Not that anyone listening should try. Totally not a thing that you should engage in, but curious. Why does the red always look like it takes up the same distance? Make it raw? Maybe. It could, I guess, maybe be the array. Putting the correct placement of the colors. Are you a mod anywhere? And if you are a mod, what is the usual mod behavior that you engage in? Do you just wear the sword, or do you like ban people all the time? There's a couple of chats that I'm in that like they have some of the mods have specific people that they ban constantly. Like maybe timeout for like 5 minutes. The rivalries can be amusing. After you were reinstated, you wrote a groveling excuses with a barb. The streamer said, now you have to be banned again. A mod timed you out and deleted your message as reflex. He said, oops, sorry. So raffle again. Perfect. Yeah, I think, honestly, I think I would have a no ban policy. There's a lot of other streams that I hang out in that like some of the fun is just banning some of the people who say things. And you know, I don't know. I tend to just time people out, and if they say something really stupid and they get timed out, they usually don't come back. Like bots, I don't know that I've ever had a repeat bot. So I just time them out. So yeah, any future mods watching this, I don't think banning's a real. I don't think we should play with banning because I think you can lose your sub. And that's not cool. I would love people to sub. We need to get goblins out to everybody. Goblins all over Twitch. But we don't need to rake in money to do that. It's a trap. And I've seen that once or twice. I'm so distracted. Perfect level of distraction. I don't know. I am so in the weeds. I'm so lost. I don't know why compute shaders are just like the hardest thing for me. Regular shaders, fine. I've done such cool things with regular shaders. Not even that they're that different. Spook. Nice gradient, but Okay, nothing good today. That's fine. Fine with that. Just keep putting numbers, clicking the button. Almost all mods are very judicious. Some streamers have unban request streams where they review their unban requests and have a lot of fun with it. This is true. This can be true. I've definitely seen an unban request stream here and there. Wait, that's the red. Gonna be on the same axis, right? They even let chat decide. Craggy, aren't you afraid of getting banned? If you've mentioned it in the past. I think that that's not cool. What are the chances that a chat is going to be like, nope, I'm sick of that guy. How funny it would be to get a perma banned. Kind of weird content. It is always weird content. The only reason I've ever seen it be somewhat okay content is because it's common in, like, I don't know, just chatting or hot tub streams or whatever. I've seen it in some body painting streams. It's just funny because people say stupid things and it's a good example of what not to say, and, you know, big keep it in your pants energy. You're a mod yourself for one channel? Cool. Are you also judicious? One day you're all gonna come in and you're all gonna have swords. Everyone's gonna have a sword. Everyone I can think of. We're gonna have like 15 swords floating around. And then the next day, gone. Like it never happened. Very juicy. Sorry. Judicious. Yeah, I don't know how I would ever choose a mod. I guess there's some channels that I was in where like every other streamer that came into their channel would get a sword. Which kind of makes sense, but there was, oh man, I can both bite you really hard and really annoying. There was one guy that like he couldn't take a joke, and he was a mod and also a streamer, and people would harass him in his stream, and then he would ban him in other people's streams. I was like, that. I get that might be funny, but it's kind of like borderline not okay for me. Because you're just carrying drama into someone else's chat that, like, I saw it as negative drama, I guess. Not like fun stuff. But again, maybe it's just me not being on the inside of that joke. Should have been more Banhammer happy in the IRC days. You got no unban requests, probably because you never banned anyone. I mean, yeah, that's real. To get an unban request, you need to ban people, and then you need to have unban requests on. Man, it is hot. Might end early. A little bit early, so I don't get cooked. Also because that it's even happening. Does ID X equal Y all the time? Why are they? Very confused as to what I see. No, they're just adding together. No, one goes from blue to goes from blue to purple. But not red, which means that Y is kind of like always happening, and then red actually has a fall off. And the strip of red is that we're skipping a little bit of Y thing. So wait, in IRC, did you have your own channels? I think you can see unban requests for streams if you're a moderator. Maybe. I don't know. It's been a while since I've been in the stream that I'm a mod in. Just one? What was your IRC channel? Was it anything good? Was it topical? Categorical? Nope. Just double check what does Y look like. X. X is the full gradient that seems fine. Weirdly fine. For a game even that you didn't create, the guy who owned it disappeared for a long time, and then registration lapsed, so you grabbed it. That's interesting. Okay, wait, what game? Not Space Station 13, is it? It's an MMORPG. Okay. For anyone that I would know? Oh, wait a second. You did mention another game. You did mention another game. That's where your other name came from. I don't remember it though. I'm sorry. I don't remember. It wasn't Ragnarok, right? That would be too much of a coincidence, because that's what CodeMat is trying to replace. Is that not red and it's black? Or something? That's throwing me for a loop. But then the black plus the red would make it red. So maybe that's fine. Yeah, but why is the problem? Funny part is, a long time after that, he suddenly appears, blames you for taking over his channel, throws a fit, and then disappears again. I could understand when that would be triggering for some people to come back and find out someone has kind of like supported them, but without their consent, or supported their object without consent. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's also kind of funny, kind of a bummer. It's just need to be like 1 million. By like 1 million, I mean like 100,000. Yeah, 1,000. I can count. I can number. 380 megabits per second peak Wi-Fi speed. You're a bit underwhelmed. Is it close to what you had before? I know I have some problems with that, and it is the house. The house will always kind of like prevent me from getting high or anything. Bit of a bump. Okay, we remove 2 zeros, just 2. And yeah, what is its peak? Must be like at least gigabit, right? Let's test. Yeah, fingers crossed. I don't know if you want to find out you have like a household glass ceiling. Hey, that's a thing. Just to make sure. I'm super mucky with stick mode. Well, it can only get easier after this, right? Hmm. What if you're like 2,000? $190 peak? You want more? More? Untethered VR demands it? Well, hold on. Are you talking about like round trip internet speed, or are you talking like is that the latency from your computer to the router to the headset? Because local might be faster. Does that feel like full? Yeah, what is the goal speed for untethered? Local speed. Testing with your phone right now. Main machine, router, Wi-Fi, phone. And we can assume that your phone's not a bottleneck? Because if your phone is some sort of bottleneck, then you also have to remember that your headset is also going to have some Wi-Fi bottlenecks. Well, greater than 1 gigabyte per second would be nice. Yes, it would. Phone could be a bottleneck. Well, fingers crossed it is. I don't know how old your phone is, but I guess I kind of stopped keeping up with the newest, bestest phones. Why do they all feel tiny? Like when I get one that maxes out, it maxes out so quickly. If I don't max it out, it still has the same kind of like profile. They all like kind of uniform, and maybe it's a texture mapping bleed thing. Filtering, probably the right word. Token number. Now we're almost done with the stream. I don't know. We'll figure this out some other time, I guess. Or we do it CPU, because GPU is nice, but like, dang, why do I have so many problems with it? Full. It definitely needs to be bigger than that, right? Max. Is it just a field? Are we actually getting a gradient? Get filled. Yet another way that texture math gets weird. Well, it feels very uniform. That's definitely wider, right? And then there's definitely diagonal banding too, right? Right? I'm not crazy. One kind of looks. And that just kind of works, right? Dying. I'm dying. That's okay. No funeral, no wake. Just make a game or something. That's all I ask of you. With my final breath. Or something's big. Like, probably capitalize on that. Don't get why X and Y don't happen evenly. I had this problem, I feel like, worse in 2018, but it feels like a pothole that for some reason I can't see and it keeps stepping in. And the last time I solved it, it was legitimately upgrade to 2019 and the same code functions. I don't know. Yeah, those situations. Yeah, we should do all this on the CPU. It'll take a little bit, but you know what? With the amount that I think my GPU is heating up my room, like, it can't be worse. We're taking advantage of GPUs that are possibly like getting way hotter than CPUs are. It's trying to do a one-time thing fast, but maybe I should just not. Because the one time may be the problem. GPUs are doing things constantly in real time. So I should just leave it to do. Sorry, I'm huffing my copium right now. Lots of juicy, juicy copium clouds. Alright, yeah. I might wind down. Too hot. I'm hungry and I'm tired. And this isn't working. What other excuses can I pile on? I'm stressed. I have other stuff to do. I need to respond to an email. You know, that's all my excuses. Okay, thank you very much. I'm gonna wind down now. Do we go into Grimy? Do we raid the Grime? Yeah, maybe we do. Maybe we do. I'm too hot to think. Cool. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate all of you. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What else? I appreciate all my lurkers, my chatters, my VOD watchers. If you are a VOD watcher, hey, you could always subscribe. It's free. It helps. Cool. Thanks. Yeah, that's it. Bye. See you tomorrow with more of this, but different because man, GPU stuff.